Hey folks, Ben the man for land with Remax Property Pros, coming to you from the Oneida County Forest in Oneida County, Wisconsin. And we are continuing our series on fall colors, knowing which species of tree is going to give you what color and at what point in the fall. And now we're going to talk to you about basswood. So basswood is kind of a underdog species. It's not really something that has valuable wood for the timber market. And it's not one that displays a lot of different colors. It's mostly yellow. And as you can see, the leaves tend to get a lot of bug holes and things in them. There's a little bit of green left on this one, and it's turning brown before the full leaf turns yellow. So we're going to show some basswood. It's a simple leaf, so one leaf per leaf stem, and it's got the serrations around the side here that are pretty equal all the way around it. And so let's take a look at some basswood that has turned yellow. So one of the things you may have noticed is that all the footage of the basswood that we showed were of nice, big, tall, straighter trees. And the reason for that is while basswood, I mentioned it doesn't have a huge market value from a timber standpoint, it is a very aesthetic tree in that when you go walking through the woods, it tends to be the one that is a nice, tall, straight tree without a whole lot of branches. You'll also see multiple stems coming from one stump. So basswood is one of those that will sprout from the stump after it's cut. So if you have a tree that was cut in a logging operation years ago, it's common to see now several trees coming out of one stump. So there'll be a clump of basswood all together. You want to be sure when you're looking for basswood, it typically grows in northern hardwood stands. So you're going to see it around maple and yellow birch, which we'll get to here in a little bit. But you also don't want to get it mixed up with another smaller tree that grows nearby. And let's look at a couple leaves here, and I'll show you how it compares to an ironwood leaf. So this is our basswood leaf, and this is the leaf from an ironwood tree. And a lot of folks may see this and think, oh, it's basswood. Well, no, that's ironwood, and there's a couple differences in the leaf. You can see how basswood has a heart shape down here. And then the serrations on the edge of the leaf are a little bit different between the basswood and the ironwood. But the major difference between those two when you see them out in the woods is that ironwood is a small tree. Very rarely do you see this tree getting over 12 inches in diameter, where basswood can be a huge tree, 40 some plus inches in diameter and extremely tall. Ironwood doesn't get very tall at all, so it's a smaller tree. So here I've got a basswood right behind me, and we're going to wrap up this segment on basswood and shoot to right here, this little one right here, right there, ironwood. We'll shoot to ironwood and talk about that next. Remember, if you have any real estate needs, whether it's residential, commercial, recreational land, farms, or waterfront, I'm Ben, your man for land.